like 6 hours and 10 minutes.
Damn.
We had to go around some weather, but
That's crazy.
yeah, internet's not the best here either. So obviously it's hotel internet. So just keep that in mind.
Uh-oh, Tracy's on the chat.
Yeah, no, I just talked to her. She's like, I'm coming in. And of course, look at fucking Staten Island Chris. Hi, beautiful Tracy. Yeah, no, I just talked to her. She's like, I'm coming in.
The Jets coach. Talk about his firing. Because Doug called it.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
We're all in a different place today. This is amazing.
He's not in a different place.
I'm in the
Oh,
same
right.
place.
Yeah.
I'm not broadcasting from Jersey, even though it would be.
Fucking home.
Wait, Kane, you're there all week?
No, tomorrow I'll be back at home finally, but
Oh, okay.
I haven't been home since fucking Friday.
Right.
Almost a week. I hate it. Just I don't know. No,
He's a
Michael.
homebody.
This is Denise. Yeah, I was talking about her. Has she been on? She called in once. Denise.
She called in once, yeah. Yeah, she called in once.
This is her house. I'm cat sitting.
Hey, Brittany. Hey, Carrie.
Yeah, sorry we haven't been on forever. It's just been schedules have been fucking shitty and this and that and the other and Corey. Corey notwithstanding, everybody else has been fucking.
It was my fault for Monday. I'll take the blame for the Monday. It was my fault. We were there.
And whose fault was it on Friday?
I was in the air.
Oh.
That was my fault on Friday.
Kayla, I'm in Anaheim, California, in my hotel room. It's 7 a.m. here. British Nick said Jay's on the set of a Diddy film. There it is. That's where the magic happens.
I hate hotel beds.
It wasn't so bad. It wasn't bad here. I mean, I don't know. It's nicer than my bed.
The bed at Ocean was awesome.
Yeah, it was soft.
Yeah, but firm. Like the top was
Was it?
soft, and then it cuddled you, and then the bottom was firm. It was perfect.
My side of the bed was very soft, so I went to the couch.
Mickey, the reason I sound different, I'm not using my regular mic. I'm using my Mac microphone, so I apologize. That's what it'll be this week, unfortunately.
You couldn't pack your mic.
Bro, how was I going to connect it? I would have had to pack the Rodecaster too to connect it to my computer.
It's not big.
Bro.
It's this big.
The Rodecaster? Oh, you're talking about the Volt.
Volt.
Oh, I forgot I had the Volt.
Don't need the whole Rodecaster.
I forgot I had the Volt, to be honest with you.
Is that a green screen? No, this is an actual.
That's a nice living. What is that? Dining room.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Wow.
That's the first thing I told him. I was like, "Wow, that's a nice room."
That's where Kane stays in the summer, right?
What?
That's where you stay in the summer, right?
Yeah. It's so nice. It looks like a green screen.
Yeah, it does. It looks like perfect almost.
Look, Corey can be here in photo form.
Oh, Jesus.
What the hell is it? Why do you have that? Oh, because you went to the show.
Went to the show, and you could get this for $10. You get Corey's autograph, his guy's autograph, and then the big guy's autograph. Yeah.
You gonna frame that and hang that?
It's like $3.33 per signature. It's gonna be
You're never gonna get your money back on that one.
It's gonna be worth a ton of money someday.
Yeah. Okay.
No, he gave that to us. He said, "Thanks for coming."
Oh.
It was very nice.
I think Marcus sells those, doesn't he?
I mean, I don't know if they split the money or not, but they're $10
okay.
if you buy them. Yeah. Well, they were $10 in Austin. I don't know how much they are anywhere else. Maybe they keep going up.
Did you hear from him?
No, I texted him after you said to me, "Hey, let me know if you hear from Corey." I said, "Hey, man, I'm on the West Coast. I'll be on the show tomorrow." Not a response.
I'm not going to say shit about shit until we go off the air.
So I don't really ever have like a time delay, right? So like literally at 4:00 in the morning, I'm like tossing and turning, like it's time to get up. Mm-hmm. Is that normal? Is that what happens?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, out in Hawaii, I would. I mean, you go to bed early because it was a 5-6 hour difference for us. So I mean, I would wake up at 2:30 in the morning, 3:00 in the morning, make coffee, and
how long does it take your body to adjust usually?
4 or 5 days.
Yeah, so
basically almost by the time you're leaving, you're adjusted. Then you get back and you're all screwed up.
Yeah, because obviously I never travel. All right. You're gonna have to do the. I guess I could do the sound. All right.
And we're back!
Kane and Corey show. We start over. I think he's gonna be a smart ass. I don't really want to be a smart ass. It's too loud anyways.
Ah!
The fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What are you doing?
He's listening to something.
What are you listening to?
I hear Skull Vikings.
There's nothing on.
I hear Skull Vikings.
There's nothing on.
What the fuck are you talking about? I hear Skull Vikings, and then I just heard the Vikings horn.
I'm not doing any of that. There's nothing on.
Rick, are you doing that?
No. I can play the sound. No.
Oh, I thought you.
I hear nothing.
What the? Bro, am I fucking losing my mind?
Do you still hear sound?
No, not anymore. I heard the Skull Viking. Did you guys? Yeah, everybody heard the Skull Viking. British Nick, did you hear that?
Yeah, I don't think so. Lynette's saying what?
What in the world?
I was wondering why you're partying over there. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
what's they doing? I was like, damn. We must have had a pop-up come up that looked pretty good.
All right, let's go.
What the?
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
And we're back!
Finally, one might say. Kane and Corey show. How the hell are you? I'm Kane. Rick is here. Cousin Rick. Jay is here. Corey is not here. He is he's not missing in action. We know where he is. We got to get him on that Life 360 app, you know? that tracks you. You think he'd be down for that?
Yeah, probably not. No, because then we'd be able to tell, like, hey, you're still in bed at the hotel when Jay's on with me at 7 a.m. in Cali time. Like, come on.
I jumped on that. The Rick family is on it, and I'm like, oh, that might be fun for a minute. This Life 360 app it shows you where everybody is, like constantly. Keeps track of your driving and your routes. It knows exactly where you are. It knows how fast you've gone. It knows how many times you picked your phone up during the drive. It knows how many times you braked hard. It knows how many times you accelerated quickly. It knows all this shit. And
oh no,
be honest with you, I'm almost done with it because I just feel like it. Somebody can log into this and know exactly where I am at all times, and it just makes me feel uncomfortable.
Don't you think that's a little too intrusive? How many times you broke hard? Come on, Rick. You want to know? Hey, Cam, your daughter, it's Cam, right? Hey, Cam, you broke hard 7 times today on the way to work. Like what the fuck is that?
Well, when you have teenage drivers, it's good to be able to see what they're doing.
See, that was a risky drive. It said I went 83 miles an hour with 12 events. If you click on events, it says 5 high speed, 4 phone usage, 1 hard braking, and 2. It's too much. Now, for them, it makes sense because they've got kids. But me, on the other hand, I thought it'd be fun to join in, but I think I'm out.
Oh, come on now. You like it. You always text us every day. Well, Rhett got home from school.
Yeah, because you get alerts. Like, when you get texts, you get alerts. Oh, Rick's home. Cameron left. I mean, do I need to know all of that? I don't know.
Wow. I think
Why
that's
are
very
you-
interesting.
Why? Yeah, it is intrusive. Why are you in Cali, first of all?
I'm hosting that Verizon event that I do a couple times a year. And this year, they pick a different spot every year. This year, it's at the Anaheim Convention Center. So here we are. And it's we have the welcome event today, and the show is actually Thursday. And then I take the red eye. I think the flight's at 10 o'clock Cali time on Thursday, and I don't get home until like 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday.
You've been there 8 hours. He's already calling it Cali. It's Cali time.
I'll tell you what.
Cali.
I'll tell you what.
Cali.
We landed here, flew over the Rockies, which is fucking. Again, I've never seen it before.
Did you think they were going to be rockier than this? That John Denver's full of shit, man. Dumb and Dumber, baby. Come on.
It's beautiful. And then we land, and my brother was like, yeah, near the beach, it's 60 degrees. Inland, it's like 90 and humid. We stepped out of the airport. I was like, it's 70 degrees, beautiful. At night, last night, it was like 55 degrees. It's gorgeous here. Beautiful here.
Oh, so would your brother pick you up from the airport?
No. We had Jung Mok, who was the Uber driver, picked us up from the airport. No, but he won't come here. It's an hour to L.A., and he works, so.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I was just curious.
Yeah,
Wait a second. You're an hour away from your brother, and he won't come visit you?
Nah, I know. He's fucking gay.
I know,
Really?
right?
Fucking
You flew 6.5 hours across
flew
the country, but an
6.5 hours.
hour is too far to go
Hours.
see your brother.
He can't put a halt on his sucking cock activities. So
It's a loving family.
Close the mouth, zip them up, and get down here.
Yeah, I mean, just think about it. Nuzzin and I flew to Atlantic City, which is an hour and a half from Rahway. I saw Kane.
Yeah. I managed. I came down to see the fam.
Well, that's because Kane doesn't suck cock. So, like, my brother, I don't know. I was like, hey, can you come? It's an hour away. Actually, it's 36 minutes, literally. But in traffic, it takes about an hour and 20 minutes. So he's like,
If he left late at night or really early in the morning, he'd be there in 36 minutes with no traffic.
I know. He's a fucking homosexual.
Those fucking homos, man. By the way, happy birthday to Mafia Steph. That was
All right,
yesterday.
happy birthday.
And then Fred _720s DM me this morning. He says they're big fans of the show. He wants us to wish his brother Anthony a happy birthday. So happy birthday to Anthony as well.
Happy birthday.
Even best friend Russ came down an hour and a half to see you. He drove
Exactly.
himself. Yeah.
Not even related.
Nope. Look
Not
at that.
even related. And he was actually there first.
He was. He beat me there.
Kane had to work, but he was there first. He came and met us at the hotel.
Your cock sucking activities.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I called him last night. I was like, hey, man, I'm here. You ready? I mean, are you coming to visit? Hey, man, no, I got work. I'm busy. I was like, go suck a cock.
Wait for the whole time?
Yeah.
He's not going to
coming.
visit for the whole.
whole
And you
time.
know what I just noticed? At least your herp is gone for the most part.
Oh, yeah, it's gone. I made sure. Yeah.
All you see is there's a little bit of redness still.
It's
there.
red. Yeah. Yeah, because the scab fell off. So it's there a little. Yeah.
Well, shit, man. I need to get back into a routine. I haven't been home in 5 days. I'm one of those people. I don't know about you guys or Mafia. I'm one of those people. I'm such a habit of creature of habit.
Creature of habit. Yeah.
I'm such a creature of habit. When I'm not where I'm supposed to be, my mind is just all. I haven't been able to focus in 5 fucking days. It started with Atlantic City, and now I'm here at Nick and Dee's house, cat sitting and shit. I just can't wait to get home, have everything back to normal, where I got my schedule. I know where I'm supposed to be. I know what time I'm supposed to be brushing my teeth. I know what time I'm supposed to be making coffee. Is that obsessive though?
I don't think so, because even when I was here, you were like, "Hey, can we just plan out the week? Because I need to know what's going on."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I'm in California. I don't really know what's going to happen with these events." But no, I think we're all creatures of habit.
Yeah,
feel
but
bad
you
for
want to know when to brush your teeth? I mean, that's going obsessive.
No, I don't think so.
I do the same. I do the same thing every morning though. Like, I'll get out of bed, I go take a shit, I wash my hands sometimes. I brush my teeth. I figure after I brush my teeth and I'm scooping the water in my mouth, I'm getting my hands clean there anyway. So maybe scooping shit, I don't know. But then I brush my teeth. take some vitamins, go make some coffee, go sit down, start to work. Oh, got to shit because the coffee kicked in, and then you go shit again, and that's so it's just I need to have the same routine, or my mind goes.
Do you think you're more inclined to be that way now because you do have that full-time job that you have to be at, to be on the air?
Nah, it was always that way. I'm always a pain in the ass.
Because I feel like now
what?
I feel like now you need to get in more shit before you have to be down the shore.
Well,
right?
that's true. I do. I don't have as much time for myself. But
Right.
Atlantic City, we're lucky to be here, Rick and I.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Atlantic City was great. First of all, Russ came down on Friday. He stayed Friday night. He and I stayed out. We went back to your room. Were we eating? What did we do in the room? Oh yeah, he was eating ice cream and shit.
Yeah, it's a little blurry, but we had Russ met us at the Wahlburgers there at the Ocean. Kirsten and I were eating some lunch. He ate some lunch with us. Gambled a little bit. Kane finally came in. What was it? 8 o'clock, I
Something
think.
like that.
We met you over there, and then we ate again.
Yeah.
We ate again. Gambled a little bit, and then drank too much. Ended up back in the room, and Kirsten for some reason ordered 6 scoops of ice cream, chocolate cake, and something else.
I think Russ ate it all. But then we left your room, and it's very out of his character. He goes, let's go back down to the floor. I expected him to want to go to bed. So we were up until 4 that night. And then the next night, he was gone, but rinse and repeat with this fucking bartender dude. We got into a car with a man with a loaded gun
And
in
a Bible.
Atlantic City, New Jersey.
A Bible, though. He had a Bible.
So they met this bartender, right? Guy's name was Jordan. And I got a picture of him here.
Well, at Wahlburgers or at the hotel?
No, he was
you
a
tell that
bartender.
story.
He was a bartender in the sports book. So we were down there
okay.
in the sports book all day on Saturday gambling on the games.
Oh,
There he is.
All right.
And yeah, that was Saturday.
Black fella, which is, I think, pertinent to the story.
But I
Because-
mean, he was a nice guy. He was a great guy.
Very-
He was
very
nice.
nice guy.
Took care of us whenever we needed a drink. He hopped to it, and then that was on Friday night. But then Saturday, he just mysteriously showed up behind us when we were sitting down there in the sports book. It was his day off.
And we were hammered, and he goes, hey, let's go for a ride. Let's go to some other bars. So we're like, okay. And we walked to the parking garage. He's got a beautiful white Audi, one of the expensive kind, I think. Wasn't it one of the...
Red, with the red leather. It had red leather. It smelled so good.
Yeah. So we get in. Kirsten was like, I don't know if we should do this. I don't know if we should do this. And Rick's like, just get in the fucking car. So we get in the car with this complete stranger in Atlantic City.
Oh, God.
We sit in there, and it smelled really good in there. And Kirsten said she saw a Bible. But he opens the glove box and goes, hey, I just want to let you guys know I got this in here. It was a loaded fucking gun. And he snaps the glove box shut. And for a second, I was like, why did he? Oh, it was for safety. He showed that to us for safety. Because we would have not known it was there otherwise. I really still don't know why he
Could
showed
it be that he wanted to let you know, hey guys, don't fucking make a move on me, try to steal my shit? Like, I got this in here
I don't know.
type of thing? I mean,
But
you guys...
we proceeded to speed around to Hard Rock and Borgata and some other couple of like nondescript bars in Atlantic City off the beaten path.
Yeah, some local places, as he called them.
Yeah. And, we lived to tell about it. Never mind, he could have just dropped us, put a bullet in our heads and dropped us in the swamp somewhere and, taken us to some other people to rob us. That would have been a possibility. Maybe we went with him on a drug run. That's possible, too, because he hit a bunch of, and he knew everybody, every single person, every bartender at every single fucking place. He knew everybody. That's what a drug dealer does, in my experience.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like you were helping him, and he was like, hey, if I have these white people with me...
We were his cover.
We were
Yeah.
his cover. He
Yeah.
also gave us this shot at the first bar we went to that he said was gin, and Kane and I and he actually I waited till he drank some of it before I started to take, but I took it. Nuzzin was the only one that didn't take it, so maybe that's why she was more clear-headed than us that night.
You didn't say that. You think he slipped us a little ditty something?
He could have diddied us. Yeah, that's why I've been on you about your diddylicious night.
Because he and Kirsten went up to the room, and I decided I'm going to stay down here and party because Jordan had his other bartender friend show up, and There was like, I don't know, 5 of us down there. We were hanging out, but I don't really remember. I know I lost my room key and had to beg the front desk for another room key. And
Oh God.
yeah, it was a nightmare. I almost threw up on the casino floor. I'm doing the hard swallow.
I love. Oh man.
I Irish goodbye to them all, and I ran up to the room, and then I realized I can't get up to the room, so I'm like talking to the front desk guy, going, and then swallowing the puke, and it was a fucking nightmare. But
Did you puke when you got in the room?
no, I swallowed it all back down.
He should have. He would have felt better the next day if he would have just gone ahead and let it out.
I would have, because half of Sunday was ruined.
Ugh.
Yeah, because
And then
go ahead.
why did you and Nuzzin go to sleep so early?
It wasn't early, really.
It wasn't
I mean,
early. It was 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
But at the casino, that's just like the start of the night.
I know, but we had been. My first drink was 10 a.m. that day. My first double of the day. So I was done. You know, I knew I was done. And I was wobbly anyway, and Nuzzin was still pretty wobbly. So we looked at Kane. We're like, come on, let's go. And he looks at us straight in the eye, and this is why I let him go. He looked, I'm fine. I'm gonna go hang out with Jordan some more. I was like, have a good night.
And the next day, he kept asking me how his dick tasted and all this fucking stupid shit.
I asked him why he was walking crooked.
Did you smell like baby oil by any chance?
No, I smelled like patchouli. No, he was fun. And then Rick gets a text on Sunday about, 4 o'clock from Jordan? I'm still drinking.
Yeah, I'm still drinking. I haven't gone to bed yet. I was like 4:45.
And he claims he doesn't do drugs. He said he doesn't do cocaine.
Wow.
And there's no way how do you just booze it that long there's no way. He needs help.
Is it now? Does he live in Atlantic City? Like, does he live at the outskirts of?
He's a fucking
Yeah, he
mayor.
lives there. Yeah, I mean, he could be. I mean, well, the next day we went down to the sports book again because Sunday, right? And Kirsten and I are sitting at the bar, and the other bartender, Jorge, was there. And he looked at us and he goes, "Did you go with Jordan last night?" And Kirsten goes, "Yeah." And he looked at us real weird. He goes, "You trust him?" and Kirsten looked at me, and the first thing she said was, "I told you we shouldn't have gone with that guy."
Hey, we're here. We live to tell about it.
What was your opinion of Atlantic City driving in before you got to the resorts area? Like,
No, I mean, we drove in daytime. It's fine. It's run down. It is what it is, right?
Yeah, but nicer than even Russ said. It wasn't so bad driving over here to Ocean. He goes, I gotta, rent places in the Bronx. He says, this is nothing compared to that.
Yeah,
True, yeah.
I've been to worse places in Austin.
They won't be coming back anytime soon, but he felt it wasn't so bad.
Well, we'll come back to Beach Haven, and then we'll just go to Atlantic City for a night.
Yeah. Yeah, but you won he put a lot of money. He was doing the sports book. You won 7 bets in a row.
On Sunday afternoon, 7 in a row. My Sunday morning started with a win, and then it was a push because the Bengals field goal holder dropped the ball and they missed the field goal.
Yeah. I saw that.
So that was a push, and then I lost on the Browns. So after that, I was like, man, this, I'm doing okay. I'm even money after the first several bets of the day, and then I went big on the second half of the day. I hit 7 in a row, and it was
crazy.
It was on. Doug was feeling so bad. Kane was feeling so bad. He was hanging out with us down there, and I'm still drinking because I'm hitting bets and I'm winning. And I'm high fiving him, and he's looking at me like, oh God, I don't feel so good.
I did have to go up. I took a 2-hour nap. I had to go upstairs.
But
Jenny in the Mafia says, we know Kane has jungle fever. Oh, yeah. I missed that Jordan cock.
He did that night.
Fuck that. Carrie said, hope you didn't have to suck a dick for the extra key. No. It wouldn't have been bad. It wouldn't have been bad had I had to do that, though, because the guy was Asian. How bad can that be, really?
I felt so bad the next morning because, I woke up to
sucking your thumb.
Yeah, I woke up to 5 missed phone calls from Kane and a couple texts, and I could tell he was completely out of it. And so I texted him right away, and then I didn't hear back for a while, so I knew he was fine. But It was
just check the fucking Life 360 to see where it was.
I did.
I
I knew. Well, I knew where your phone was.
Hey, Kirsten, where it says he's in the middle of this swamp. Where? Oh, I bet he got back in the car with that Jordan. Bitch. Well, did you see, switching gears? Can't talk about that all day. Fucking Howard Stern had come on her Harris on his fucking show.
What is wrong with that guy?
It's first of all she just every she was on 60 Minutes. I give them credit because they were kind of rough on her and she couldn't answer a single fucking question. Then in Asheville, while people are suffering in Asheville, in the Appalachian Mountains, all that destruction, FEMA's not helping them out. They're actually actively trying to not. They were actively getting in the way of people who were trying to help.
Yeah.
She goes on Call Her Daddy podcast and talks about fucking stupid shit while all that shit's going on. And then she goes on Howard. What happened to him, man? He turned into such a fucking little cunt. He was whining to her about how he hates seeing her mocked on Saturday Night Live. And she, to her credit, she said, "No, I think it's funny." But listen to this clip. He just sounds like a little fucking bitch.
When I met you out in the hall, I said, I'm really nervous because I want this to go well for you.
First of all, right there, propaganda.
Yep, there it is.
Oh yeah.
Right there. I want this to go well for you. I'm going to make this as easy as I can for you. Propaganda. That's not a real
Amen.
interview. He's not going to ask her anything hard-hitting. We already know where he stands politically. So we knew that he was going to, at least we thought we knew that he was going to do everything in his power to make that simple. And the first thing he says.
When I met you out in the hall, I said, I'm really nervous because I want this to go well for you. I want it to go well for the country. Even when I watch them on Saturday Night Live with the where they have Maya Rudolph playing you, I hate it. I don't want you being made fun of. I
This from a guy who his entire career is based off of making fun of people. Blackface even.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's all he's ever done is make fun of people. And he's hurt that Saturday Night Live, a sketch comedy show, who's lampooned politicians of both sides. That's their bread and butter.
Yeah.
That's what they've always done. Makes them feel bad. They were making fun of her.
them on Saturday Night Live with the where they have Maya Rudolph playing you. I hate it. I don't want you being made fun of. There's too much at stake. I believe the entire future of this country right now. I mean, as America, land of the free, home of the brave, I think it's literally on the line.
I agree with you.
It's crazy to me when someone says that, but they're referencing Kamala is the one who's going to save it. Right, Greg? I mean, it's exactly opposite. The country is on the line, but it's not her that's going to save it. It's her.
Right, but the country is on the line for him. You got to remember, when these people come out and say the country's on the line, it's on the line for them because they're busted. He partied with Harvey Weinstein. He went to so many white Diddy parties.
You're right.
I mean, the country is on the line for these people that are out toting her line because they don't want to be called out for all the bad shit that they've done. And that's why he switched.
Elon said the reason so many billionaires and millionaires have sided with her is for that very reason. Because they're afraid of the Epstein list coming out.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And I still, every time I hear her talk or people say, you're going to change the country, bitch, you've been there for 3.5.
You hit mute.
Sorry.
You pounded on the desk and it muted it.
Yeah, sorry. What I say is,
even your fucking computer's liberal.
I just don't understand how people can say you're going to change, you're going to get in office and you're going to change it. You've been there for 3.5 years. And listen, do things change in that time? A little bit. And none of that happened. I don't get it. I just don't understand it.
I like how Biden's been busy. I like how Biden's been busy throwing her under the bus every chance he can. You know, like she tried to call DeSantis 7 times, whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
And he wouldn't pick up. And she's all mad. And Ron's like, she's got sheep for 3.5 years. I've had a lot of storms I've had to deal with. She was never a part of it. She has nothing. She has no business here, nothing to do with it. And now she's trying to latch on because she's running for president. He's like, why would I take her call? And then Biden's like, they asked him about that. The press was hammering him, trying to get him to say something bad about DeSantis and stick up for Kamala. And he's like, I think he's doing a great job. He's always done a great job. I'm not taking your fucking bait. They pushed me out. Fuck you. I'm not playing your game.
Yep. Well, you got to remember, why would he take a call from the VP? She is the VP, correct? She doesn't control anything,
Well, yeah.
supposedly.
Supposedly.
But who knows?
Yeah, well, it doesn't make any sense at all.
And then you see those. I think Kane, you've posted them. But you see all those. They run down the numbers that have been sent overseas and what's being sent to the people that
all
are
the
suffering.
money, right?
And it's just shocking. Like, and all the people that are jumping the border and they get free healthcare and it's just like, what the fuck? How can you even let people look? How can you look people in the face knowing that that's happened?
Hell,
There's
I'm about to take a trip down to the border, go across, and I'm going to run back, and I'm going to get health care. I'm going to get everything covered. I'm doing all this stuff, adding up all these numbers for 2023. I mean, I spent over God knows what on health insurance that everybody else is getting for free. Hey, that's all right. Here we go.
There's a guy that is in Scotch Plains, and he holds a sign up on the road. I'm a veteran, and I'm homeless. And I spoke to the guy one time because he stays at the Quick Check or whatever near my house, and he said, "Yeah, the government forgot about me." I mean, this guy and it's sad. And you look at these people, and then fucking $47 billion going to Ukraine. Fuck those people. I'm sorry. Fuck those people.
Remember when Trump asked for $4 billion to complete the wall? They said they didn't have the money. We're building stadiums that cost. I think the stadium there where you are in Los Angeles costs $4 billion to build.
Yep.
We don't have $4 billion for your wall. Can't have the wall because that's going to ruin our plan.
Yeah, bullshit. It's all bullshit.
But they say they were trying to deny the fact that they used the FEMA money for all the fucking immigrants. But we kept the receipts on all of that. And there's video after video after video and news headline after news headline, which completely states the facts that, yeah, they did use the FEMA money. And now you got this bitch what's her name? 3 names. The bitch who does the spokesperson.
The Pierre or whatever her name is.
Well, whatever her name is. She's like, well, no, we can't just give money to the hurricane victims because that's got to be voted on by Congress. You don't need to vote Congress. The Congress didn't need to vote to give it to Lebanon or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
They gave it to Lebanon just a couple days ago while people were being.
And you know what, Rick? You said now you put a new. I'm like, I always wondered in my mind, because again, we grew up with Howard Stern. We watched him get fucking massages from strippers on air and do crazy shit.
Yeah.
And now he's turned into a bitch, but it makes sense. He's been part of these lists and these parties and shit.
Oh yeah, I was a huge fan of Howard back in the day when he was edgy and had fun. Right.
Well,
he was good.
In his defense, maybe we just missed the part of the interview where she got naked and he threw baloney on her ass. Maybe that would just maybe that happened.
Hey, if she rode the Sibian on air, I might vote for her.
Right? Maybe she straddled the speaker while he was like going, oh.
Right?
You know? That would make her a little more likable anyway, right?
Yeah, that would have got some ratings.
Took her top off and sat there with her titties hanging out.
Like this right here is so sad. Look at Mego My Ego. Look what she writes. My husband is working as a firefighter during a hurricane and is risking his life, and he's getting $17 an hour.
That's fucking sickening.
I mean,
thank you to him for working that hard.
Yeah, thank you so much for sure.
Don't worry, Carrie. I would never vote for her. I'm just saying that. I mean, geez, but it would have been fun to watch.
You know what? She's been fucking used, abused, fucking ridden hard, and put away wet. There's nothing I want to see on that one. There's nothing left of her.
Oh, come on. You would watch. You would watch that.
No fucking way
yes,
I want to see that. That sloppy ass pussy. No way. Those lips are fucking hanging. You
go around that whole machine. Shit everywhere.
Way.
I mean, Jay would look. Jay, I know Jay's watching it with me. He's watching it with me.
She could grab she could hug a stripper pole with her fucking cunt lips. There's no way.
Jay's alone in a hotel room. He's watching it.
Yeah, send it my way, bro.
Fucking. Do you have some wadded up tissues on the nightstand next to you?
No, it's actually a towel. The camera on my screen was dirty, so I had to clean it, and I grabbed the towel that was on my bed.
She's actually pick someone. Mafia. Who's the last person that you can think of that you'd want to see naked? I'd rather look at Lizzo naked before Kamala Harris.
No, I would do Kamala for her.
Really?
No, because you know what?
Come on.
I'm fascinated because I've never seen someone so fat naked. I'd be fascinated with like how far you got to lift the gut to see anything, and how it affects things, and how deep really is the butthole in there. Like that to me, that's all interesting. I've never seen that before. I've seen Kamala's before.
So wait a minute. Would you rather see me naked than Kamala Harris?
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh, wow.
Yes.
It's that bad, huh?
It's that bad.
All right, Jay. Time to pull it out. Let's go.
Well, no. When Kamala comes over and threatens to take her clothes off in front of me, that's when Jay can say, but not until that point. No, she just, everything about her, I just don't want to.
Yeah, it's so funny. Last night we watched we watched the 1,000-Pound Sisters. You ever seen that show?
Oh yeah. I'd rather see them naked.
Yeah, they've lost all this weight.
I'd rather see them 69.
And she's talking about how now that she's lost all this weight, she gets rashes under her tummy rolls. and Kirsten always asks me, she goes, would you let them blow you? Would you have sex with them while we're watching the show? And I'm just like, oh my God, I cannot believe you're putting me into this show.
Yeah, no shit. Why do you ask? Yeah. What if I said yes, Kirsten? Then what? You gonna be mad at me? This is a no-win situation. Would you let them?
Well,
yeah, I was wondering. Yeah.
Is it cheating if you have sex with their belly button?
That's a good question.
Is that cheating?
No, it's not.
Huh?
How deep are their belly buttons?
Well, the rule used to always be if it gets wet, it's cheating, right? I mean, is the belly button wet?
Theirs probably are.
Yeah, so it could be cheating.
Do you think
there's like 2 months worth of fucking bath water still in their fucking belly button?
You think Nuzzin would leave you if she walked in on you getting a blowjob from one of them? Like, I mean, maybe.
Well, would she leave the room? She would leave the room for sure.
How about would she leave you? Would she divorce you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
I mean, just be like, hey, it's the 1,000-pound sister. Like, this is notoriety here.
Right.
Or I could close my eyes and say, at least I was thinking about you.
Wow.
Then she'd get mad at that.
Like when I put my arm around.
They reminded you of me. They're 2,000 pounds.
Well, she's laying on the floor.
Tracy says, I mean, I would leave you. Yeah.
Oh, no, I would never do it. I would never do it.
You leave Jay for a lot less.
Oh, shit. She'd leave me for a fucking 401k with Rick's company.
Well, she stayed with you with that thing on your lip, Jay. So, hey, she got through that.
No shit. And now they're geoengineering this new hurricane. People still don't believe that this is happening. Let me show you a video here. First of all, there's a video I was watching this morning on CBS News. They had a scientist on there discussing. This was 9 years ago. He was talking about how they use lasers to create lightning and start fires, and lasers to seed clouds and create this and create that. These people who don't believe that anything it's not possible to create this. There are patents to create hurricanes and tornadoes. They just got their heads in the sand. But I just want to show you this one thing real quick. It's a video. There it is. Weather warfare. This will be fun.
And the question here is, how does this hurricane's path differ from others that we've seen? I've already had a lot of people call me from the Asheville area,
That's Colonel Douglas McGregor of Our Country, Our Choice.
Specifically about the horrendous damage, and many of them pointed out that is not Hurricane Alley per se. It's not an area that normally attracts storms. Can you help us understand this?
Well, the bottom line is it was directed there, as the transmission recordings clearly show. They kept that moisture corralled there to deluge in the same location. So again, these are patented technologies, and the fact that we have the entire so-called meteorological community denying that this is going on to protect their paychecks and pensions is absolutely criminal at this point. We know we have private defense contractors that are neck deep in the patents that manipulate these storms, Raytheon, Lockheed Martin. We know those two in particular do the weather modeling for the nation's weathermen, National Weather Service and NOAA. Again, both agencies have an illegal federal gag order on them. So at this point, this is an emperor has no clothes moment. That's the best description I can give for something that is so blatantly obvious and inarguable, can only be considered weather warfare at this point. And the fact that, again, the so-called science community is denying this manipulation is criminal. It's absolutely criminal, Colonel McGregor.
Well, Dane,
Yes.
There you go. Just repeats.
I mean, you saw, I mean, I've seen some videos online. They're showing a square wave pattern.
Oh
Right?
yeah, I saw that.
So that's sound. That's sound. I mean, put a sound thing next to even your hose bib outside. If you put a megahertz sound projector by that, your hose bib water won't come out straight anymore. It comes out crooked because of the sound. So I mean, but remember, don't believe your eyes. Just believe what we're telling you on the Weather
Right.
Channel and everything else.
Right.
Everything's fine. This is normal. We're okay.
So I have a question. So like we spoke about Asheville, which we said was slated to be one of those smart cities, right? So they used it.
That the lithium, right?
Right. What would be the reason to hit the west coast of Florida this hard as they say Milton's going to hit it? Are they trying to make the whole?
Well, I found this. Is Tampa supposed to be a 15-minute city? Someone did some research. Yes. Tampa is on the list to be. Tampa is on the list to become a 15-minute city. The plan is called MOVES, MOVES. It's an acronym. Guess whose name popped up in the research? Bill Gates. Through his own investment fund, joined by Bill Gates' Cascade Fund, Vinnick acquired 40 acres of land for a multi-billion-dollar transformation of the vacant waterfront into a planned community. Construction began earlier this year, and within 10 years, the city will look nothing like the Tampa of today. With Vinnick's vision, it will be a model city of the future. That was from 2016. So 10 years from then is 2026. What better way to destroy Tampa than, for people, you force people to accept your plan and you rebuild it, right? It's gone. We're going to rebuild it the way, clear the land, build it back the way we want to build it back.
Mago says, and I'll just share it here. Where is it? She said, even if they were making or creating the hurricanes, how would they direct it to Asheville, and how would they know that it would flood like that? I mean, I guess they know everything.
3 dams broke, by the way. 3 dams broke. Think that was a natural occurrence, or do you think they flooded it on purpose? Under the darkness of a hurricane and a storm, and no one's really paying attention.
So I got an answer for Mego. I mean, Mego, look at the NOAA flights. Look at the flight patterns of the NOAA flights. They've directed this hurricane with their flight patterns. You can see it plain as day. And when you look at the NOAA flight pattern, the radars, so they do the same thing with every single storm.
I saw this on my post. I reposted this. Wouldn't it be crazy if one of the richest lithium deposits in the world was right outside of Asheville? And wouldn't it be crazy if the largest lithium mining company in the world, 3 days before the flood began, submitted the permits for their mine right outside Asheville? And wouldn't it be crazy if the mining company was just given a $250 million in grants to help with construction of their mine right outside of Asheville? And wouldn't it be crazy if less than a month before the flood started, BlackRock acquired 2.2 million shares of stock in that mining company? And wouldn't it be crazy if the residents that opposed the mine had their homes and property destroyed? Wouldn't all that be nuts? That's all true. And that's just conspiracy theory. That's just
perfect storm. There it is.
Yeah. But we're nuts.
Well, you're nuts if you question it, right?
Right.
You're not allowed to question.
Right.
Yeah. Because I mean, you're nuts because if you question it, because there are no answers that can answer those questions.
Oh,
they make you an outcast.
Half of Wyoming is burning right now. You aware of that?
From what? Wildfires?
Nearly 73,000 acres of the Bighorn National Forest are on fire. Now, this is something that you got to pay attention to. The previous largest fire recorded in the forest's 100-year history topped out at around 18,000 acres, and that one took weeks to grow that big. Over the weekend, the elk fire grew more than 25,000 acres in a matter of hours.
Yep. Guess what's under that ground? Can you take a wild guess at what's under that ground?
Lithium?
Boom. Ding, ding. Where's the bell? Ding.
I know. I don't have the bell with me. Wyoming facing a dire situation. Wildfires ravaged 629,000 acres, mainly on private land, threatening both the landscape and the livestock.
Yep.
As the state battles 3 major blazes, emergency orders have been issued to expedite the transportation of animals and their feed. Amid this crisis, Wyoming is also home to one of North America's largest deposits of rare earth elements, essential for modern technology, hinting at the potential for a new billion-dollar mining industry in the state's future.
So that's what they have to do.
Jesus.
They have to get rid of the private landowners. The government
Right.
land they can just take, right? They
Right.
can just do whatever they want with, but you have to get rid of the private landowners. And that's one of the reasons in Texas, I mean, the majority, I mean, by majority, I'm saying 90 plus, well, let's just say 90% of Texas land is privately held. So that's why it's going to be, in Texas at least, it would be much harder to do this. Now, it's not impossible to do this, but it's much harder because there's so much privately held land. And in other areas, you have a lot more governmental lands and less privately owned, and that's where they're doing the destruction.
Lahaina, Wyoming, Asheville, Florida. And it was funny. I talked to a meteorologist every day on my boss show, Brittany Trumpy. She's a meteorologist. And I said, well, you know, developing where this one developed and heading due east, I said, that doesn't fucking happen. She goes, no, well, it's not unprecedented. It happens. I go, when did it happen? Well, the biggest one happened in the late 1800s. And I go, okay, so it happened, but it doesn't happen. Don't say that it's, okay, it's maybe under definition not unprecedented, but it's very unusual. Very unusual.
Only one other ever.
Yeah. I mean, get the fuck out of here. And you can see how they, on the radar, all these weird things that pop up on like the west side of the storm to keep her where they want it. It's like, what's all that? What are all those swirls and what are all those things on the radar? And if you talk to somebody who's honest about it, they'll tell you what that is.
Yeah.
Listen, if Dubai can make it snow, fucking 14 inches of
yeah.
snow, anything's possible.
Well, and then what that rain, it backfired on them, so they walked it back. Rick, what were you saying about that?
No, they originally came out and then admitted they overseeded the clouds because to get good rain in Dubai, they have to seed the clouds. So the
Right.
technology is there, right?
Right.
But the problem is when the globalists got on top of them for coming out and reporting that, they walked it back. And
That's what it was.
Yeah. So they originally came out and said, yes, we overseeded the clouds on accident. It was an accident, and that's how it flooded.
Well, that was the meteorologist answer. Well, no, yeah, because I'm talking about weather manipulation for 100 years. She's like, well, no, we just seed the clouds. They do that, but they just seed the clouds. Really? Why would it stop there? You think that's where the technology ends? That's all we're able to do. Sorry about that. No. It's like, and you're supposed to be a scientist, a professional. And they're saying this, but trust what they tell you. Trust the science. Where have we heard that before?
You know, big pharma. It's so healthy for us.
COVID. Oh, shit. Well, should we lighten the thing up?
Yes.
Let's lighten her up for a minute. I like this stuff. I don't need to lighten it up.
I do too.
I'm
Love
just
it.
thinking,
I sent you one this morning, Kane, where they had a scientist on talking to CBS a long time ago, and he's talking about the lasers and all this kind of stuff. And then the CBS reporter.
that's the one I was referencing. Yeah.
Allegedly. You have to say allegedly. And then he started going, oh, yeah, allegedly. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, God.
Fucking
It was so
crazy.
funny.
Well, yeah, I get shit. Who else has an Android? Just me?
Yeah, I have an Apple. Yeah, I'm Apple.
Yeah.
You're the only.
See,
You're the
that's
outcast.
that's the fucking attitude
We're
I was
apples.
talking about. Attitude. The iPhone users have an attitude. 23% of people with iPhones claim they'd never date an Android user. They look down on Android users. They openly admit it, though. But 23% would never even date someone. Oh, my God.
As I told you, Nuzzin, back in the day, I was an equal opportunity employer. I didn't care race, creed, color.
You'd fuck anybody.
I would nail them all. They said yes, I'm in.
Most people with Androids are aware iPhone fans are judging them for it. 52% admit they've been teased or made fun of by an iPhone. Why is that? I don't get it. Like, what if you go to somebody's house and they have cable television? You making fun of them for that too? Oh my God, you have cable?
I
That's
think
so
until-
gross. You must read the newspaper too. Oh my God.
I think until recently, now that Android users, you're able to talk over the network rather than over the cloud. Now they have the RCS. So for instance, it's the same thing as iMessage, but before that was implemented, the fucking you couldn't tell if it was getting there. You couldn't tell if it was red. You couldn't send pictures. They looked like they were from the Stone Age. Your fucking phone sucks. Tracy's is the same way, and I'm like, bitch, get an iPhone.
My phone is fucking awesome. I wouldn't. And you know what? Because of people like you, I would never. I had one in my life and I hated it. I prefer the Android. It works better. It's easier. I don't look like everyone else. I'm not a fucking sheep about anything in my life. I never follow the crowd. I want to go do my own fucking thing. Never.
I can FaceTime it now. I mean, I can send you a link from my phone to do a FaceTime on your Android now.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's coming more. I mean, more streaming. You know, it's easier to get between them than it used to be.
His chat bubble's green. Ugh.
So it's Kane. If Jennifer Aniston walks in and she's like,
you always go back to her, who I now think is a man. So whatever, keep using Jennifer Aniston.
All right. Well, let's just say you didn't think she was a man before you thought she was a man. She walks in and say, would really love to date you if you took this iPhone.
Well, fucking shove it up your ass, bitch. No.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Jennifer Aniston's a man?
That's how stubborn I am. We've talked about this. Her bone structure, everything about her. They used a computer, did whatever on her face. Yeah. She's very mannish. And now that someone pointed that out, you can't unsee it. Every time I see her face now, I'm like, she is mannish. How did I not see that before?
There's so many of them out there. I mean, there's so many of them out there that you'd be shocked by.
Oh, I know. Melinda Gates. Melinda Gates is not the same fucking person. That's Kevin
That ain't
Kline.
the same person. I mean, the original Melinda Gates and the one that they say is her. It's not the same person. It's so funny. It's so obvious.
Wait a minute. So
crazy.
you think that she's had it clipped? Because I've zoomed in on her crotch area in a bikini, and it looks like there's a vagina there.
No, I'm not saying she's got a dick. I'm just saying, she's still got the bone structure. Maybe she has
higher testosterone
or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Or she's got a hell of a tuck, Jay. Did you check that out?
At the very least, I now see a man whenever I see her because someone pointed that out. Now that's all I see. Those mannish.
Android is what you're saying.
What?
So you're sticking with the Android is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly. What else? 21% of iPhone users admit they've excluded someone from a group chat just because they have an Android.
I have done that. I will admit that I have done that because it ruins the chat. It does ruin the chat because once you put an Android person in that chat, there's a lot of things that you can't do. So I have done that, but I will include, like, if they have a spouse that has the Apple phone, I'll include them on it. So they still get the information, but I have done that. That is true.
30% of Android users have thought about getting an iPhone just to stop the peer pressure. Don't do it. Mafia, who's got an Android? Who's with me in this one?
Oh, there's a bunch of Androids in there.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I saw a bunch of them.
I mean, I have to say, though.
Brooklyn Johnny.
Tracy's phone, like the Samsung she has, is way more advanced than the iPhone.
That's what I have.
Camera, yeah. But as far as like functionality with other people, there's no way.
Other people suck. How often do you got to deal with other people?
Tracy, Tamara, Nell, they all have Androids. Fucking people.
Nell, that's right.
Brooklyn Johnny, Tracy, Android. There's a bunch of them in there.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. That's enough talking about phones. Curvy Barbie, Androids are superior. They are. Let's do some news. Do I got the thing?
Do you have it? Let's see. Is it playing? Hold on. Oh, you muted it. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it.
Go.
Hold on. Let me find it again now. Fuck. All right, ready? Wait, hold on. Say it again one more time.
Let's do some news.
And now, from a location unknown for his safety, it's Kane with the Not Quite News.
That's going to be, hit it again because that's going to be super fucking loud on the playback. The volume is too high. Just hit it. I'll hit it. I'll hit it.
All right, go ahead.
I got to find it. All right.
And now, from a location unknown for his safety, it's Kane with the Not Quite News.
Every time the Sunday Night Football theme is aired, Carrie Underwood makes $1 million.
She deserves every penny. Just watching her on the Sunday night aircast.
She sure is pretty.
She got nice legs.
That's really all I wanted to say about that. But she makes $1 million every Sunday night. $18 million.
That's crazy.
18 weeks? Yeah. That's pretty good.
Good for her. Good for her.
A new exercise pill mimics the effect of running a 10K.
I guess I'm going to have to find this pill.
Is this from the movie WALL-E where they just they were transported on chairs because they were so fucking fat? Was that WALL-E? I think it was. Researchers in Denmark say they've created a pill that mimics the benefit of running a 10K. So you don't have to exercise now. Just pop a pill.
It's only benefits, no side effects to this pill. There's no long list of side effects, right?
Well, let's see. Your legs won't get any stronger, so you don't get all the benefits of running. But they say, lead author says the new molecule they've developed does mimic the effect it has on your metabolism, brings the body into a metabolic state corresponding to running 10 kilometers at high speed and on an empty stomach.
That can't be good for your heart. It just can't be.
No,
Not
can't
strengthening.
be good for your heart, your liver, your kidneys. Can't be good for whatever this molecule is they're putting in your system.
Well, and just like the vaccine for COVID, they haven't tested it on humans yet.
Wow.
They've tried it on rats, and
Those rats are in shape.
It triggered the release of those same hormones. More lazy news. There's now pants that will go hiking for you.
What?
Pill to run and pants to hike. They're $5,000. They're a new AI-powered hiking pant that gives you 40% more leg power. It has a built-in exoskeleton.
So it's like the electric bikes that as you turn, they turn for you. So you're hiking and they hike for you.
Each pant leg helps you push off while going uphill. They lighten the load and protect your knees while coming back down. They're called Mogo pants, short for mountain goat.
Actually, those sound pretty cool. I think if I had the money, I'd get those.
If you're going to go hiking, go hiking. I want to go hiking, but it's really too hard. If only I could do 60% of the work instead of 100% of the work, it'd be awesome.
I'm sure there's a way you could turn up the level. So like if it's a straightaway, you're not using them. But if you're going up a real, steep mountain or coming,
Turn at that level too high. The next thing you know, you're a 100-meter sprinter.
Yeah, you're the $6 million man. Lisa Marie Presley kept her son's body at her house for 2 months after he died.
That's just fucking weird.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Weird.
Her posthumous memoir came out yesterday with the help of her daughter, Riley Keough. From Here to the Great Unknown. In it, she reveals some things you've probably never heard about, like how she kept her son's Benjamin's body on dry ice at her home for 2 months. I don't have any words.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of.
She said, my house has a separate casitas bedroom. What's a casitas bedroom?
It's a casita. It's like a house outside your house, like a little 1-bedroom, 1-bath house outside your house.
And I kept Ben in there for 2 months. There's no law in the state of California that says you have to bury someone immediately. That's just fucking cool.
Another strange law that I heard of. You can, if you bury a family member in your yard becomes a cemetery, which makes it untaxable by all property taxes from that moment forward.
And didn't Trump do that with someone?
He did. And I was thinking about asking my dad for my mom's ashes that he, for some reason, just keeps in our office. Kind of weird. I said, I'll just bury him out back and then I'll put up a headstone and we'll claim cemetery. Here we go.
People were giving Trump shit for that. It's like, he's always one step ahead.
He's following the law.
So wait, let me follow this. So hypothetically, my wife dies.
Oh, God.
And
she's in
Run, Tracy. Run.
No shit.
And
He's sussing out this plan for your murder as you listen.
He's not home till Friday. You have time to leave.
And wait a minute. And all I got to do is dig a hole and put the body. What do I say? Hey,
well,
by the way,
that would be murder, Jay. That would be murder. But
yeah.
She has to die on her own recognizance. She has to find out a way to die on her own.
Tracy, I'm joking.
And then you
Jesus.
can bury her in the yard wherever you end up living, and there you go. It's a cemetery.
Yeah, because all these cemeteries don't
That's
pay
crazy.
property taxes or anything like
Yeah.
that. So, I mean, and all these people are putting their ashes in these cemeteries and all this stuff. And I was like, hey, let's do it
You
here.
know, I don't have a plot yet, Rick.
All right, now you
can-
do. You
wherever
have a
live,
plot.
Wherever you live, you can bury me there, so you don't have to pay taxes.
All right.
Well,
I will-
the
I
thing
will
about
do
it, the thing about it is, why wouldn't everybody do that?
because they don't know. Now you do.
All right.
Just don't commit murder to do it, Jay.
Tracy says, I'll bury you first.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm gonna have to put money on who's dying first, it's probably gonna be Jay.
Yeah. I'll probably I'm fat.
Charles Westcott Entertainment. What's up, Charles Westcott or Westcott Entertainment? I haven't seen you in here before. That new house they're buying is got a big backyard. Run, Tracy. Bus driver Tom, can someone lend me a corpse? Why don't you go dig one up? Unfortunately, there's probably some floating around in fucking North Carolina.
Too many.
The safest and least safe cities in the U.S.
Oh, boy.
Safest city in America is South Burlington, Vermont.
That sounds like a safe city.
Sounds like a white city.
But it's very beautiful this time of year with the colors of leaves.
Vermont, Idaho. The rest of the top 10, Casper, Wyoming, Warwick, Rhode Island, Burlington, Vermont, Boise, Idaho. There you go. Idaho. Yonkers, New York in the top 10 for safety.
Oh,
Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Columbia, Maryland, Portland, Maine, Virginia Beach, Virginia. America's 5 biggest cities didn't rank that high. Let's see. Oh, yeah, those are all. Oh, ranking dead last. Memphis. Memphis was dead last. Detroit and Fort Lauderdale were the other two on the bottom.
Memphis is still a very segregated city. I
Is
went
it?
through there. I went through there one time when I was moving, and it was time to. I drove from Austin. I was driving to Cincinnati, and I had to stop because I was tired. And I saw this nice hotel. It was called the Brownstone. Didn't think anything of it. Went inside. It's very dark. And I said I needed a room, and the guy behind the counter kind of reminded me of Jordan. Said, "Hey, are you sure you want a room here?"
Wow.
Needless to say, I took the room. I went upstairs, and it took me a few seconds because I was so tired. And it finally clicked after all the yelling and all the craziness that was going on the floor that I was at. And I called down and I said, "I think I should check out." And the same guy answered. He goes, "Probably be a good idea." I was like, "I'll be right down."
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So you got, what kind of shit were you hearing?
Oh, just yelling, ranting, raving. I mean, and the hallways were so dark. I mean, they were just super dark. And that's when it finally clicked. Like, oh, maybe
The
this guy was trying to.
wait, the homies were dark?
No, the hallways.
Oh, the
hallways. They were too, but but yeah, it was. But it took about 20 minutes for it to click. Like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here.
Did he charge you or?
No, he didn't charge me. I came down it was a key, not these cards. It was actually a key, and I handed him the key, and he goes, "Drive safe." And I said, "Yes, sir." I'm out.
That's fucking hilarious. Well, good on him. Good
Yeah.
on him. Listening to metal while you drive suggests, new study suggests that it's very dangerous. Makes you a dangerous driver.
It makes you aggressive.
Metalheads are more likely to honk at other drivers, run red lights, get into major crashes, and get DUIs than fans of other musical genres.
You know, I'm thinking when we went down to, when we took the road trip, part of that trip, you were listening to some heavier shit. And I mean, you didn't drive any differently than you were when you were listening to Sade.
No, they're not number one, though. R&B, how was I driving when I was listening to Sade? Because R&B and soul fans are the most prone to road rage.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it says. Followed by rap, EDM, and then metal. So why was that the headline then? Why did they decide the headline was listening to metal actually makes you a worse driver when it makes you the fourth worst?
And I'm trying to think, why would R&B make somebody want to drive That's
I don't
crazy.
know.
Well,
Maybe
they
'cause
could be
they're
thinking
getting
of a past lover or something. Who knows?
True.
They're getting a blowy, a road blowy.
That'd make me a
Roadhead.
better driver.
That make you crash. People who listen to the Joe Rogan Experience, 23% likely to have road rage. Drivers most likely to tailgate listen to rap, while people who listen to podcasts are the most likely to text while driving and get into fender benders. So maybe you're listening to this while you're driving. Don't do that.
Did they say anything about Christian music? Because
No.
I like Star 99.1 sometimes. They just
Yeah. You know what happens, though, with the Christian music when I have it on and something hits me in the right way? By the way, I've been listening to a lot of Amy Grant lately.
Oh, she's awesome, man.
She's awesome. But you know what? Sometimes I weep, and then, your eyes get all teary and you can't see where you're going. That's happened before. I've had to, wipe my eyes. Wipe my eyes. All right, these are really bad today. Really bad jokes.
It's now time for
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Kane and Corey's Really Bad Jokes.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
You got the button there?
Yep.
I think the rim shot is in the top. Yeah.
Yep,
All
got
right.
it.
Oh,
Yep.
God. I am not proud of these. These are the worst batch ever. Because I'm not at home. I'm all whatever.
You're flustered. There you go.
I'm flustered. I'm not in the right headspace. Walmart is adding dog grooming facilities.
For every third customer that walks in the door.
That's a good
Well,
one.
that's a match because I said, maybe we groom the people of Walmart first. Turn the volume on the rim shot down, will you?
Down, sorry.
Yeah, like half.
Okay, good.
It's going to be way too loud. Miami Beach rescinded the key it gave to the city to P. Diddy.
They decided to give it to Beyonce.
You know you're toxic when a city associated with hookers and blow wants you out. He's like, he could be the mayor of Miami. They're like, no.
I was giving Beyonce the credit to your joke, so they didn't come after and kill you, by the way.
Oh, that's right. Did you see the story, by the way, yesterday? It was in the Post. Maybe that was this morning in the Post. But where he, because that baby oil wasn't just baby oil. It was like drugs in there. He poured it all over some girl and doused her in it. No, probably not just one. The Utah NHL team debuted last night with a win. Of course, that was the former Arizona Coyotes.
I didn't know Mormons knew how to play hockey.
All right, Mormon. I said the only thing whiter than the ice was the crowd. According to the National Retail Federation, the number one Halloween candy this year is M&M's.
Don't melt in your mouth, or melt in your mouth, not in your hand.
Coming in dead last for 2,000 straight years is a box of raisins. I read that kids are refusing to take candy now if they don't like it. That doesn't sound like a kid to me, though.
No.
Kid will take any candy and then decide not to eat it later.
They just bring it home and complain about it.
Right. No, but the box of raisins were the fucking worst.
Oh, we have people around here that hand out stickers and pencils.
Stickers, pennies. I
What?
used to get pennies.
Yeah.
Didn't you go to houses that used to give out pennies?
Yeah, we did.
We would go back and egg them.
I'm just looking. Okay, Paris Hilton says ADHD is her superpower.
I met her once. She's got more superpowers than that.
Yeah, I think her vagina might have a thing or two to say about that. Her ADHD. And finally, let's just end it. Let's just put this thing out of its misery. The new Joker movie. I don't want to do that one. Golden. No, okay. The new Joker movie had a $200 million budget, but only made $38 million its opening weekend. The studio is laughing all the way to the bank, Robert said. Okay. You missed the end of that because it wasn't worth it. Hit that again. It's way too loud. The music has always got to be, I'll do it.
All right, do it. Yeah, I don't know how to work this music here. All right, do it again.
All right.
And I'll edit it all.
All right. Well, let's get the hell out of here. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. It's too fucking loud. God damn it. Sorry, live people. This is just for making it easy for when we put the audio up. Yeah.
I don't have the my board with me, so I apologize. Okay.
Well, let's get the hell out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. I guess I'll be home, but everybody else, you'll be still there in that hotel room? Or?
Yeah, we'll do 10 o'clock your time again, 7 my time. Is that cool?
All right, that works. See ya. Bye, Rick.
Later.
Thanks, Rick.
Bye, everybody. Everybody in Florida, be safe.